Where are we?
We're in Bilbao.
So after a quick hour and a half long bus ride, we've arrived from San Sebastian to Bilbao. So our bus was only about 12 euros or 12.99, something like that. So pretty cheap. It only would have cost 7 euros if we took the earlier bus, but it was too early for us. We wanted to actually be able to sleep in. So we have just arrived.
And we're at the Ibis Budget Hotel in Bilbao. And the Ibis Budget, or Ibis in general, is a hotel chain. The budget ones, they're cheaper. This one was only $57 or euros a night. But it basically has everything we need. It's clean, nice. And we've stayed at other ones in Europe because the Ibis Budgets exist everywhere in Europe. And they're always like a good option if you're on a budget. We're right in the city center, so this is great for us to explore the city.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go get a drink, maybe get some more food, and we will see you later.
Adios.
So right now we're headed to Penguin Bar, which is a craft beer bar here in Bilbao. Just gonna get a couple drinks, waste some time before we go for dinner a little bit later.
Hopefully it's open, because in Spain a lot of times places are not open when they're supposed to.
I guess we'll find out. So here we are at Penguin Bar here in Bilbao. We ordered 2 drinks. I ordered the golden ale, and Anja ordered their Weiss beer. So this is their own beer, apparently. So I'm gonna give it a try. Delicious, refreshing. We are no beer experts, that's for sure. Even though I worked at Stone Brewing, I was a cook. I was definitely not a beer expert. So although I may drink a lot of beer, I'm not an expert by any means, but as far as beers go, craft beers go, they're delicious. So it's a little bit bitter, it's a little bit creamy, it's got this nice golden color, obviously as the name describes. I don't know what alcohol percentage these are because I don't think it's listed, but...
One of them, the Basque is 5.5 and the other one is 6.
Okay. So we're gonna definitely have a couple of these, maybe get a sampler next.
Yeah.
Cheers. I also just want to show you how freaking awesome these chairs are. They've got these little swivel chairs that are actually built into the table. Maybe other people have seen this, I've never seen this in my life. But it's bolted to the side and it swivels around, so when you want to get out, you move. Isn't that cool? I love it. I'm a child.
I like the basic things in life.
I do like the basic things in life.
So what's really interesting about Bilbao is that it is the largest city in Basque country. And Basque country is actually a region, it's an autonomous region, and they have their own language. Some say it's the oldest language in Europe, and that it's not related to any other language. An isolate language in Europe, the last one existing, so it's quite cool. Everyone here speaks normal Spanish, Castellano. And also I feel like so far, maybe there's more people speaking English in the north than in other parts of Spain. But you can also tell that it looks a lot different up here in the north. We really like it. It's a lot more green, mountains. It just doesn't look like the normal Spain that you normally have in mind.
We're now on to round 2. We've got a little flight of beers this time. We've got 3 different beers. For the first one, we've got a sour ale. It's raspberry from, I guess, Piggy is the brewer. Number 2, this is another one of Penguin's own. It's a bitter beer. I think, what's it called? Best Bitter. Best Bitter. And the third one is from Basque land, and it's a New Zealand West Coast IPA. I guess what? Should I try all three of them? All right, let's go with number one. So this is the raspberry sour. Oh, it's very strong with the raspberry flavor. It's a little bit sour, but it's not too sour. Next we've got Penguin.
No, that one, yeah. That one's really Basque.
No, this is the bitter. This is the best bitter from Penguin. And it is bitter, but it's not that bitter. And the third one is the New Zealand West Coast. And this one's the most sour of all of them, actually. And I think this one actually has the highest alcohol content, surprisingly. It doesn't taste like it. I could be wrong, though. It's delicious. All of them are delicious.
So what I'm gonna try is the Beermouth. It's beer vermouth and secret ingredients. I said there's cloves, cardamom, and rum, and put something that looks like kind of lemonade-y in the end. And yeah, he said 2 secret ingredients. Gin, he said. Yeah, it wasn't rum, I don't think. And this was only $3.90 or something. He said that this is his own recipe, and it's not really something people drink, but I did find it online when we saw the sign, like there's other bars that have this too. So this is going to be interesting. Tastes good. It has that herbal flavor. You don't really taste the beer much anymore. You taste orange. It's almost like stronger tasting vermouth now. People who don't like beer would really like this.
What did you get?
I got a donut, anise donut, and coquito. I don't know what that is. Apparently a Christmas thing. So we were walking around Bilbao, and there's this little market with these little stalls that almost look like a Christmas market. I don't know if it's a Sunday thing or if it's special, but we went to this place called Forno de Lugo, which is like a bakery. I think it might be from Argentina. When I looked up the items we bought, so one thing we bought is called coquito. I think it's coconut, and it says that it's normally eaten around Christmas. So maybe we're getting into Christmas food a bit early, but maybe try it. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those coconut macaroons. It's very soft. It's not dry at all. You can taste the little coconut flakes. It's good. It's yummy. So let me try the other one. The other one is a donut, the anise. So I think it's anise flavored. The only thing that I associate with anise is like alcohol. It's kind of hard. So I don't know. This is gonna be good. Kind of tastes like sambuca. It's quite hard, but it's not hard to bite or anything. It doesn't have that much flavor, but it has this like anise sambuca licorice taste. So I think Brandon might hate this. And it was really cheap. Those 2 things were like €1.30 or something.
So our first two dishes have arrived. The first of which is bacalao au pilpil, which is obviously bacalao, which is salted cod. It comes in this garlic olive oil sauce, which has comfy garlic on top. It looks very delicious. You can smell the garlic. It's very strong. The next dish we have is Chipirones and tinta, which is basically either squid or cuttlefish in its own ink. It's very dark. It looks very delicious. I don't know. We'll see how it is. Alright, we're gonna start with the bacalao. Let's see how it is. It's definitely not a super strong, unique flavor. It definitely just tastes like cod. So if you ever had codfish, that is the first thing you taste. I wouldn't say that there's a strong garlic flavor even. You can definitely taste the olive oil, but it's mostly just a simple, delicate cod dish. Nothing too crazy, but very, very tasty still. So I just looked at the menu to confirm, and it is squid in its own ink. So we're gonna try this one out. Very dark. We've actually had squid like this before, but it was in Dubrovnik in Croatia. We had it in a risotto. So let's see how this compares. It's very slippery. Whoa. So the squid is very, very tender. It doesn't have a super fishy taste or anything like that. It's a little bit salty. I don't necessarily think that the black ink adds anything special. But as far as squid dishes go, it's very good, very flavorful.
So the black squid ink dish is delicious. Like we've had, like Brandon said, we've had squid ink before in Croatia, and I didn't really like it there. I thought it was kind of strange, but this is delicious. Is anything in my teeth? Do I look good?
Perfect. So now we're on to dish number 3, almejas and salsa verde, which is these little clams with a green sauce, and the green comes from the parsley that's in the sauce. Sometimes actually it has hake fish in it, but for this version it looks like it only has the little clams. So I'm gonna try one. Let's see. So clams aren't something we eat very often, but I absolutely love them. Normally I would have something a little bit bigger, but that is delicious. So it's super garlicky actually. You've got that little hint of parsley, oil again, and a little bit of a seafood taste, but it's not super strong. But delicious dish. I think you'll love this one too.
So garlicky. The other one, the bacalao, was supposed to be garlicky, but it wasn't really that garlicky. But this one is pure liquid garlic. If you love garlic, you're gonna love this.
So we finally received our last dish. Unfortunately, they were out of the meatballs, so the waiter suggested a different dish, which is a lamb stew. I guess it's called Cordero Guisado. I'm sure I butchered that completely, but it doesn't matter. So we're gonna try that instead. We'll try the meatballs maybe tomorrow if we can. Let's see how it is. It looks very rich. You can see the fat floating on top. It's got potatoes, it's got big chunks of lamb and chunks of fat. It looks really good. Also some peas and some other vegetables. First I'm gonna try just the sauce. Delicious. So it's basically just like any other kind of meat stew, lamb stew. It's got a meaty flavor. It's not like some other dishes super salty. It's actually kind of, I wouldn't say plain, but the focus is definitely on the meat flavor. It's kind of a simple dish. If you've had a meat stew, you've had it before, but it's still delicious. It was actually only €9, so pretty good price.
So I'm gonna try the arroz con leche. It's rice pudding, but apparently in the north of Spain, eating it more than other places in Spain, but technically it's like a Spanish dessert that everyone eats everywhere. And I guess we have rice pudding in Germany, I know you have it in the UK and all over the world, but let's see if this is any special. There's cinnamon on top and it tastes very cinnamony. The rice is still quite hard. Yeah, it's very sweet. I don't know if it's that different from other rice pudding. I feel like it kind of tastes like the rice pudding that you get in Germany from the grocery store. But it's delicious. Like, I loved that stuff growing up. So, recommend.
So we finished our dinner at Rio-Oja. It was absolutely delicious, but we were freaking stuffed. And now it's time to go home. So what did you think about it?
It was delicious, especially the squidding meal. That was like very surprising for me because I kind of expected that to be the worst, or for me not to like it. But it was actually delicious. It was my favorite one.
I liked absolutely everything. I really did like the little clams, but they were a little bit overpriced. I think they were almost 17 euros. Yeah, so I don't know. But the whole meal was really delicious. Now we're ready to go home and go to bed. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.